Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Spyro the Dragon Part 18. So the next level we're going to be taking on is Icy Flight. It's the last flight level of this game, and because there aren't any flight levels in Nasty Nork's world, I won't be seeing any more flight levels again until Spyro 2, and they won't even be called flights anymore. They'll be called speedways. It's Icy Flight. It's going to be icy. We're flying for the ice and hitting all the targets in record speed and get all the gems in the level, because that's what we've been doing in every level of this game since the beginning. Every level of this game has gems, and the whole point of this game is to branch collect all the gems. And then after that, we'll pretty much be done with Dreamweaver's. Let's do like a few odd gems hiding in Dreamweaver's world, and then we can progress to the final world of the game, Nasty Nork's world. We're going to be on Nasty Nork's home turf. We're going to be taking on Nasty Nork's top of the top men. But for now, we could have some fun and go to the flight level, Icy Flight. The best, it's one of the best, well, I think it might be one of the best flight levels in this game, or definitely one of them, because flight levels are some of my favorite levels in this game. It actually was pretty awesome that the game kind of just, deviates from what it usually is, or deviates from what it normally would be, and it gives us something, a little bit gives us something different. Something completely different, pretty much, because most software levels in this game don't involve just randomly flying around and shooting everything, or hitting all the targets, all of that. So it's almost like a Monty Python skit where it goes to, and now for something completely different. It is something completely different, pretty much. There's only levels in this game where Spyro could just downright fly, but after Spyro could just downright fly in all the other levels in this game, falling from great heights or falling off ledges and things, that would never be an issue, because Spyro would just be able to infinitely fly his way out of all of them. The game would probably be too easy if they did that. It still doesn't really never really explain how he could just infinitely fly in only those levels. I know, did a fairy give him a kiss again? There's these magic fairies. Fairies are always Spyro's friend. We'll be seeing more of that in the other games that Spyro seems to have a close relationship with fairies, or fairies seem to have a thing for dragons a lot of the time. So he doesn't have a thing for dragons. What's not to like about dragons? They're cool, they're cute, they're fast. Well, Spyro's not really that fast, but they fire, they have flame breath, they destroy enemies easy. They're the kinds of things you don't want to mess with. A dragon makes a perfect hero. I'm surprised more people haven't done it. I mean, every game tries to, or every game like this uses anthropomorphic creatures. Sometimes they can be real or mythical. There's so many different animals that exist or creatures that exist, and we don't really see as many dragons in games other than Spyro. Spyro pretty much has a monopoly on the whole market of dragons in video games. How many game characters do you know of that are dragons that are not Spyro? I don't know of any. Then again, pretty much the different creatures pretty much used for every character there is. I only know of one Lombax in gaming, that's Ratchet. I only know of one Bandicoot in gaming, it's obviously Crash Bandicoot. I only know of one Hedgehog in gaming, and that's Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously. So Spyro, I guess, kind of dominates the whole dragons with video games. This level isn't really much different from the other flight level. This game is flying really fast up this train track, and I've really seen those same kind of trains before. They're carrying dynamite. You just have to hit one of them, they all blow up, because it's dynamite, it's really explosive. Just hit one of them, and it will cause the rest of them to explode. There's these Norks on these helicopter flying things, and it's supposed to be icy. So imagine all these walls and everything is all icy, despite the fact there aren't any other ice levels. This game I think it may have made more sense if they put this in the second world of the game. There actually wasn't in the, what was it called, the Peacemakers world, because in that, or Peacekeepers, what it was called, because in that world there actually was an ice level. The ice cavern. I remember when I had my greatest achievement when I actually got that level 100% complete. I did that on that same day everyone thought the world would end. And the December 21st, 2012, which is when I played that and turning on the PS1 after so many months. I used to do this thing a long time ago, I would only play my top favorite games a few times a year. I would really limit the amount of times I play them, so that way I never get tired of them. I never get bored of games, because I don't play them every single day. If I did play them every single day all the time, I would probably not like them as much anymore. So I don't want that to happen, so that's why I, limit the amount of times I play these games. Of course, that's not really relevant anymore. I just play whatever I want, whenever I want nowadays. There are so many games now, it's hard to scratch this, to even barely scratch the surface of what the gaming industry, even you just limit yourself to retro games that could easily be emulated. There's so many games out there that it's there's so much. I don't even remember every single game I've played anymore, because I just have way too many games. There's still so many games I've yet to do videos, and even my YouTube channel was limited only to retro games. I would probably never run out of content anytime soon. My YouTube channel still has a long ways to go before it gets anywhere near running out of content, or gaming content, or stuff like that. And even then, there's always new stuff that can be done with the classic games, or games you've already made videos of. I know Fiendly's played all through all the Twisted Metal games, pretty much of every character that you could think of, but he still somehow found a way to get every single game, every single Twisted Metal game. Like speed runs of them now. We found a way to like milk new content from games he's already completed several times over. Or if I could find ways to milk new content, back again to speed running maybe and doing multiple speed runs. Kind of like that Lumberjack Cage Master guy, whatever he's called. He always does speed runs of games. He always does multiple speed runs, the same character each and every time, and he always posts them as like, oh, it's a world record. I got a world record at this game. Apparently he has a world record, and the best contestant to speedrun Twisted Metal 3 with is Club Kid. There was a Twisted Metal 3 demo in one of the demos, just had a Spyro 1 demo. I remember seeing it like on YouTube, I think once, and it was a kind of an odd demo. Demo doesn't really best reflect on what the game is. It's Twisted Metal 3. You can only play as Firestarter, and you could only go against one enemy at a time, which doesn't really reflect much on what you could do in the full game. But supposedly there was some way to hack the game or like cheat the demo, so you could actually play the full game in the demo. I actually heard about it supposedly, or some demos are only limited by time. There's a way to bypass that maybe, so you just pretty much play the entire game. Would the entire game actually be held on the disc? That I don't know. It might be possible to hold several entire games on PS1. How much good space could PS1 discs hold? That's actually a good question. How much disc space could these actually take up? As this Spyro the Dragon game, I mean, no game probably takes up the entirety of what the disc can hold. But how much of the disc does this Spyro the Dragon game hold up? Is it all of the disc? Or is it part of the disc maybe? Is there room for more on there? Could they have hidden more stuff in there? Could they add stuff in there? There's only like one more gem, I think, in this entire Dreamweaver's world. And I think I know where it is. It's another like one of those hidden gems. We got a tip on this earlier in this world from one of the dragons that even though those fools are immortal, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be hitting them. So I'll be hitting them as much as I can. Like I hit that guy and look what it revealed. A gem and an extra life too. I now have 29 lives. I wonder if anyone's ever got 99 lives in this game without backtracking. I mean, I got 99 lives before. I've got to constantly revisit old levels of the game and play old. Even if I 100% completed them, I'd often play them again just so I could kill enemies and get more of those pearl orb things, whatever they're called. And then if I get a certain amount of those, I get a 1-up. But I haven't done any of that at all, really, because this is a backtracking-free run. There's no backtracking at all. There's no going back. Once the level's 100% completed, it's 100% completed, getting absolutely every single gem. A completion freak, completionist. I kind of am a bit of a completion freak in these Spyro games, trying to get absolutely every nook and cranny discovered, finding every this game I start. But then again, maybe there is something hidden in this game that I don't know about, and it wouldn't contribute to your progress in this game. I know I've gotten this game 100% complete before, so it wouldn't be something that contributes to progress. Maybe there are things in this game, like hidden secrets, that don't contribute to the main progress of the game. So we're heading off to Nasty's world. It's the smallest world in the game, and it's supposedly the most challenging world. I say supposedly because it's definitely not the most challenging world to this game. It's not. If you play this game up to this point, this is actually, if you made it this far, this is actually isn't really much of a challenge at all. It feels more like a walk in a park than an actual challenge. Then again, I've played Spyro a lot, so I'm very familiar with these Spyro games, and I've played so many games in general that almost nothing really feels like a challenge to me much anymore. Just about any game I can think of can be beaten by me. There aren't very many games anymore that I haven't beaten before, unless they have ridiculous qualifications to beat them.
Hey!
Delbin, look at that. They're already reusing dragons that we've already captured. Somehow Nasty Nork froze him in stone again, and now there's some that have to be rescued again. Delbin, he sounds like Dublin, so I imagine he'd be from Dublin or somewhere like that. Just explain to us we have to go for each and every level of this game, of this world in this, get to the end, and then we could defeat Nasty Nork. This is Ray Phoenix, signing out.